Number 4. All right, we notice the first thing, we got to factor this trinomial. We notice the a value is a 3. That tells me I'm going to need to do the busting b method, where I multiply the a and the c value. So 3 times 8 gives us what? 24. Multiples of 24 now. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. This is called the busting b method because we're going to bust this negative 14 down. Now, notice this is a positive 24, so either both pieces are positive here or both have to be negative. I know they're both negative because right there says when you put them together, you need a negative 14. That's going to be this guy because a negative 2 and a negative 12 put together is negative 14, yet multiplied, they give you a positive 24. So I'm going to bust it down to a minus 2n minus 12n. Okay, that's the whole point to this, is to bust b into two pieces. We bring down the 3n squared, bring down the plus 8. We now, after busting b into two pieces, we now have 4 pieces down here. We took the trinomial, made it 4 pieces. That allows us to factor by grouping. We group the front 2, we group the back 2. So I group the front 2. I can't group these back 2 yet, because there's a minus sign here and I need that to be a plus. So I just change it to a plus, put the negative on the 12, and now go about my business of grouping. And I'm perfectly fine. You can't have the minus there because it would have to be distributed through. So we must get that to change to a plus to factor by grouping. So I look at this front 2 pieces, 3, 2, nothing factors out there number-wise. N squared n, well, an n factors out, as it always will, in these front 2 pieces here with the problems you and I are doing. What's left behind? A 3 and an n, because n times 3n is 3n squared, minus n times a 2 here, because n times a minus 2 will be minus 2n. I come to here. You will always factor out the negative number. 12 and 8 have a common factor of 4 is the largest thing, but I got to make sure it's going to be the negative that comes out. What's left behind? Negative 4 times a positive 3n will give you negative 12n. Negative 4 times what? We give you a positive 8. That has to be a negative 2. And now you will notice this piece and this piece are exactly the same. So that's one of the binomials we're using because it technically is factoring out. And I then have an n plus negative 4. I will change the plus negative 4 just to say minus 4. There's problem 4. This binomial times this binomial multiplied together gives you that trinomial. So we have factored it.